Hello everyone, welcome back to Bascar Bricks, and today we are going to be talking about my most recent set purchase, a very large set purchase, a set that I never expected to get, but for some reason I just woke up one morning really wanting. So I pained myself in putting down the $160 to get this thing. So because this set has been out for a few years already, I think came out in 2020. It's a set that you've probably already seen reviews on. So I thought it's probably not going to be any value to me to actually make a review on this. So instead I thought I'd just talk about it, give you my thoughts on it, while you have some cool other little videos showing you some of the details. Just something a little bit more casual and easier, because you probably don't need to see a full in-depth review. Now let's just get right into this. Now obviously the presence of this model is awesome. I love AT-ATs, my second favorite Star Wars vehicle. The AT-AT Walker from 2014 has held the spot of my third favorite Lego Star Wars set for a while now. This bumps that down to number 4. This is easily my third favorite now. I love this model. It looks fun. It looks really good for a toy, honestly. There's some really fantastic detail, and I also love this is something small, but the consistency of just having the same gray overall. There's a little bit of darker gray here and there, but overall, it's very consistent, sticking with its color scheme, which is something that is definitely worth applauding. This thing looks great. Easily the best AT-AT that we've had so far. And what is a huge perk to this set is the interior space. I have to talk about the interior space a little bit here, because oh my gosh, they use it phenomenally, especially considering the past AT-ATs, especially like the 2014 one did not use his interior space very well. I actually looked back at my review on it, and I actually praised the interior space for not having anything in it, because I said sometimes just having space is better than having a bunch of detail. I'm going to take that back for a minute, because I'm taking that back. Now, if you look at this thing, once again, the use is incredible. So first, at the back of this thing, you can open it up and there's a speeder inside. Now this is not the same speeder as we got in the Snowtrooper Battle Pack. It's a little bit different. The minifigure actually sits down all the way. It doesn't stand up partially. And the little like bullhorn thing is actually at the very bottom instead on the side. So technically it's a little bit less than accurate, but it does allow it to slide in, which is awesome. This can carry around a speeder. That's really cool. And the best part, you open this up, and look, there are 5 seats in there. There are 5 seats in this thing. This is an actual troop transport. I think this is the first play scale AT-AT to be able to carry actual troops. Before, it was either just a gap, or maybe you can hold like 2. You know, this is an actual troop transport, especially if you take out the speeder. There's a lot of unused space in the middle there. There's a lot of customization. Well, once again, there could be more than 5 seats, but the seats are on the edge. They're all very accessible for play. It's easy to put a minifigure in there, and I could not be happier with the interior space. There's also like a little weapons rack where you can hold some weapons, which the string goes over, which is a great place specifically to, I think, to put the pilot's blasters. Now that string, once again, I think honestly all the space is used really well. We go over here in the front of the AT-AT, where we get a little hatch up here at the top, which has a little gear, a little cog. Now you turn this gear and it lowers a little blaster connected to string, which Luke can hold, or anyone really, and it makes them go up and down. It's such a fun feature. It was a pain to get the string and all that tied up. It's not perfect. My tying is not perfect. I'm a pretty bad tire, I'm not gonna lie. But I love this feature. It's such a cool little action feature. I think it will give kids, it will make them more involved with the play in here. It's not just putting figures and moving it around. Such a cool little thing, and Lego even made a little hatch to put a thermal detonator in. I love that feature, it makes me smile. Moving on to the head, because oh my gosh, this can hold 3 minifigures. That makes me very happy, because the other one that I have, the AT-AT from 2014, can just barely squeeze in 2 minifigures and 1 small little console just for the 1 driver that can fit in there. This can hold all 3 minifigures, 2 pilots, and general viewers, and General Beers has 2 consoles and each of the pilots has 1 console each. And yeah, it's a tight squeeze, I'm not gonna lie, but it's a huge improvement. This small little head, which might I add is very stable. Like you can grab this head and nothing, and the panels are not gonna move around. The construction is very well done. It's a very sturdy head, and so in fact you can hold all 3 of those guys, and you can probably squeeze in their accessories. I managed to squeeze in the blasters with them, the blasters of the drivers with them holding it. I did manage to do that, but getting in General Beers binoculars is going to be a little bit more tricky. It's probably, if you're going to have that in there, probably best just to put that in there loose. But I'm going to talk about my one major complaint. If you go up to the head here, the neck is actually hardly poseable. But you can't put the neck in any extreme positions because there's a rubber piece that actually that heavily restricts the movement. And the worst part is the movement isn't really restrictive, it's just when you do move it to an extreme angle, it moves back. The actual head has all the mobility I could ask for, but I don't know why they added that rubber piece in. It ruins the amount of posability that the neck has and the head has. A little disappointing. But on to the actual figures of this set. Oh, by the way, there is this little E-Web blaster. It really doesn't... It's just a small little thing. No power pack, a little bit disappointment. It's very similar to the one in the battle pack, the Snowtrooper battle pack, just no stud shooter. It's a neat little addition, I suppose. Alright, minifigures. 6 minifigures here. We get 2 awesome looking Imperial pilots for this thing, AT-AT drivers. I think they look awesome. I'm really happy with these figures. They both have unique heads too. Just a really good looking figures. Once again, I have 2. I think this is the first AT-AT, play-scale AT-AT, to have 2 pilots in it. Then we have Veers, awesome. 2 snowtroopers. I would have liked more snowtroopers, definitely. But Veers looks awesome once again. And Luke is an awesome addition, adds some conflict to the set, and it's just a cool addition, so... yeah, that's kind of the quick tour of this thing. Honestly, once again, easily one of my favorite sets that I own. I love this thing. Easily the best AT-AT Walker Lego has made up to date. Easy. Visually, it is the best. Play-wise, it is the best. Display-wise, once again, it is the best. This thing's awesome. Now, $160 is pushing it. No, it's beyond pushing it. It's very expensive. Very expensive. Reasonable, I would ask for $120. So this is a lot of money. Is it worth the money? I don't know. For me personally, it was worth the money. I love this thing so much. But you really have to like this. You really do have to really like this vehicle, I think, to pay that much money for it. It's a big thing. You need to have the space. So the price, it just kind of depends from person to person, honestly. That's what I'd say. Objectively, it's overpriced, but I don't feel like it is, if that makes any sense. So, yeah, overall, my thoughts are extremely positive of this set. Once again, I tried something a little bit different, a little bit more casual. So I hope you enjoyed. You know, once again, the set has been out for a little bit, so if you made it this far, I appreciate you. Thank you for making it this far. You know, we're almost at 200 subscribers. You know what to do, and if you enjoyed this video, maybe consider leaving a thumbs up. With that, everyone, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this set in the comments down below, and I hope to see you in my next video.